Alright, what's going on, everybody? I am live for the UFL season opener. We have the Renegades and the Stallions tonight. Or, sorry, today. I am on quite late, but the good news is they're only a couple minutes in because they started really late. No score so far. The Stallions offense and Matt Corral comes onto the field for their first possession. He was a third-round pick by the Panthers in the 2022 NFL Draft. This is his first start since January 1st of 2022 in the Sugar Bowl against Baylor, which he actually left early with an injury. First and 10 from the 24. Corral completes his first pass in the UFL to tight end Jay Sternberger. Sternberger still going across the 40, taken down at the 41. Good catch and run there for the Stallions, and it sets him up with another first down. The Stallions, one of the best teams in the UFL. I have them as the best team in the league. Give me a second while I pull up the comments. But first and 10 from the 42, they hand off to Marable, running left, and he's taken down, gaining only a yard. Not much running room there. The Stallions expect to use some kind of two-quarterback system today between Matt Corral and their active backup quarterback, Adrian Martinez. Second and 9, Corral to the outside, deflected and incomplete. All right, I think I finally got everything like it should be. I haven't streamed in a while, so I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't think I am. Third and 9 for the Stallions from the 43-yard line. Corral in shotgun. Back line to his right. Play clock at 3. They get the snap off. Here comes a blitz. Corral over the middle. Caught by Sternberger. Breaks the tackle. First down for the Stallions, and he is going to get taken down at the Renegades 43. First down across midfield, and the Stallions keep the drive alive. All looks good. Okay, good to know. Thanks. Jay Sternberger, 2 catches, 33 yards here on this drive. First and 10, Corral in shotgun, play clock at 1. They hand off up the middle to Marable again for just a gain of 2 to the 40. He's expected to be one of the Offensive Player of the Year contenders. Actually, I picked him as my Offensive Player of the Year. He was the team's leading rusher each of the past 2 seasons. First and 10 from the 40. Corral in shotgun. Second and 8. We'll look to throw. Here's a screen out to Deon Cain, and that is that picked off the screen? Intercepted off the deflection on the screen, and the Renegades take over. Wow. That's not something you see every day. Picked off the screen. And the Renegades going to take over at their own 40. Let's see what happens here. It goes right through the hands of Deon Cain and into the hands of the defender. And the Renegades will get the football for their second possession after they threw a pick on their first drive as well. Oh, that doesn't look good. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Just gonna pull up the stats for the teams at the moment. Oh, sorry, the Renegades lost a fumble, but each team with a 6-play opening drive that ends in a turnover. Renegades gonna get the football back at their own 41-yard line. Also, just pulling up the rosters for each team while they're at commercial. So hold on 1 second. All right, this doesn't seem to load, but hopefully it will eventually. So the Renegades with the football back after an interception went through the hands of the intended receiver Dion Kane, who had 3 touchdowns in the USFL championship game last season and was named the MVP. And the first drive for Matt Corral ends in an interception. So 1st and 10 from their own 41. Luis Perez and the Arlington Renegade offense back on to the field. No score, 9:04 to go in the first quarter. So far, votes in the poll 50-50. Make sure to vote if you guys have not already done so. So 1st and 10. Perez in shotgun. Man in motion across the formation. They hand off to Devon Smith. And Smith is swung down after getting maybe a yard, not much running room. They will give him a yard. 2nd and 9. Something about the UFL, obviously, I'm sure you guys know it is the merged league between the USFL and the XFL. The USFL did not play in their home stadiums, or actually half their teams did, but some didn't. And the XFL did. All UFL games will be played at the team's home stadium in their home markets. 2nd and 9 from the 42. Perez in shotgun, play clock at 2. Get the snap off, high snap, another handoff to Smith up the middle is going nowhere. Again, maybe a yard. Lucky to get anything. And that'll bring up a 3rd and long for the Renegades. Third and 8, 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Perez is 2 of 2 throwing the ball so far. Obvious passing situation here on 3rd and long. From their own 43. Stallions show pressure. They rush 5. Perez with time. Stands in the pocket. Down the field. That's a nice throw and catch to the opposing 40-yard line. Deontay Burnett with the catch, the former Houston Roughneck last year. And the Renegades move the chains. Also an injured player, their left guard, number 55, down on the play. Or without their starting left tackle, Garrett McGinn, who suffered a season-ending injury in training camp. That's a nice throw and catch from Perez to Burnett. .55, there's their left guard, looks like a lower leg injury, left leg, and they will go to a commercial break. Hopefully he's okay, obviously. Let me see who he is. Hold on 1 second. All right, let's see. 55. That is Chris Owens, left guard from Alabama. He's down on the field. For some reason, the UFL's website's being really slow. I used it the other day. Look at rosters, and it was completely fine. So far, results in the poll: 60% of you guys have said the Stallions will win. 40% have said the Renegades. Be sure to vote if you have not already done so. My vote goes towards the Stallions. I have them in a tight one. I think I have 25-18 or 25-19, something like that. And for those of you who might be unfamiliar with the UFL, teams and those scores seem weird to you, teams have to go for an offensive play, either a 1, 2, or 3-point conversion after scoring a touchdown. So there's no extra points. Well, I mean, there is, but there's no kicking extra points. So 1st and 10 here for the Renegades here in the UFL season opener. Got the ball inside Stallions territory at looks like the 40-yard line, somewhere around there. Perez now 3 of 3 for 30 yards. Ball on the 38. Multiple tight ends here. Got a receiver in motion and the handoff to Letty Brown, who slips and will gain only 2. Here's a 2nd and 8 with 7:05 to go in the first quarter. Still scoreless. Perez in shotgun. Get on the ball quickly here. Here's another handoff to Brown, and he's going to fight forward for about 3. Bring up a 3rd and about 5. 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, somewhere around there. Actually, it's going to be a 3rd and 3, so we got more on that carry than I thought. So here is a 3rd and 3 from the Stallions' 32-yard line. Empty backfield for Perez. Look to throw against a 4-man rush to the outside. That is caught for a 1st down. Deontay Burnett again with another 3rd down conversion. That's 2 on this drive. And a 1st down for the Renegades. Nice little out route there. Moves the chains. And the Renegades, two drives to the red zone. 1st and 10. Oh, sorry, not quite in the red zone yet. At the 26. Sorry about that. They're going to call a timeout. Here's the play clock. Hits 0. First timeout spent by either team. Stops the clock with 5:35 to go. Scoreless in the first quarter. This is obviously a champion versus champion matchup. The Stallions, USFL champions last season and the season before. Renegades XFL champs last year, despite going just 4-6 in the regular season. Current drive, 6 plays, 33 yards. It has taken 3.5 minutes off the clock for the Renegades. Perez still perfect passing 4 of 4, 35 yards, including 2 third down conversions this drive. Here's another handoff to Letty Brown, who cut up the middle and gain about 3 yards. To the 24. Brings up a 2nd and 7. Brown 3 carries, 10 yards, all have come on this drive. So far, he's been splitting some action with starting running back Devon Smith. 2nd and 7. Perez under center. They go I formation. It's going to be a toss running left. Brown makes a cut. Still on his feet. Brown taken down at the 18-yard line. And that'll become a 3rd and 2 for the Stallions with for the Renegades with 4:45 to go in the opening quarter. Perez going to come out for this play on 3rd and 1. And here is backup quarterback Lindsey Scott, formerly at Incarnate Word of the FCS, is a lot more mobile than Perez. It's going to be an option play blown dead before it starts. But a false start. So Lindsey Scott listed as the backup quarterback for the Renegades behind Luis Perez. He's a lot more mobile than Perez. And this is something I was not shocked to see. Short yard situations or near the goal line. Have Lindsey Scott come in. He's a really good athlete. A little bit smaller, but really good. Perez back in at quarterback here for 3rd and 6. Renegades 3 of 4 on 3rd downs, averaging 4.3 yards to go. This is a 3rd and 6 from the 22. Play clock at 5. Perez in shotgun. A look to throw. Stallions rush 4. Perez underneath. That is short of the sticks. Caught by Burnett. He's going to get chopped down well short of the line to gain, and the Stallions going to force a field goal attempt. Deontay Burnett been targeted quite often so far by Luis Perez. Was an all XFL receiver last season. Not able to move the chains there on that play. 4th and 3. Here is Taylor Russolino on for a field goal attempt. For the first points of the UFL season, Russolino's kick is good from 38 yards away. And the Renegades on the board first. So the first points come from Taylor Russolino, who was a part of probably the best special teams unit last season. They had a really good special teams with Russolino kicker and former NFL punter Marquette King doing the punting duties. So the Stallions are going to get the football back for their second possession. First one ended in an interception. Man, this UFL website's really slow. Maybe because the game's ongoing, there's just more traffic to it, but I was using this the other day. It was perfectly fine. It is insanely slow right now. Now, interesting to see how the Stallions manage their quarterbacks, because it was reported they're likely going to use a two-quarterback system. Will be alternating drives? I don't really know. I wouldn't expect them to alternate drives. I'm expecting Corral to likely be the guy who sees a lot more playing time, although I wouldn't be surprised if Adrian Martinez sees a couple drives here or there. Let's see who they have on the field at quarterback for their second drive. I'd like to think it's going to be Corral. No, Corral on the sideline here. That means that's going to be Adrian Martinez, the former Kansas State quarterback. Oh, wait, never mind. They still have to kick off. I'm thinking they kicked off already. He does look like he's going to come back on the field, though. Don't know what I'm saying. Never mind. Sorry about that. So 3:08 to go. The kickoff is interesting because the NFL actually just adopted the kickoff that was used by the XFL last season, whereas the UFL is using like a traditional kickoff. This will be returned from the 18. Here's Deon Kane weaving his way through. Kane past the 40-yard line to the sideline. Kane out of bounds at midfield. So the Stallions with great starting field position at midfield, trailing 3-0. So now we've seen two kickoffs in this game. We've seen excellent starting field position for both teams. The one thing I worry about is I wonder if the field position could potentially be too good. Like, I would not want to see a team starting past midfield every time. Corral looks to throw against the blitz, out quickly, deflected and incomplete. He is back in at quarterback, by the way. So 2nd and 10 with 2:50 to go in the first quarter. Corral now just 2 of 5 passing for 32 yards on a pick. Although the pick not his fault, but through the hands of his intended receiver. Corral on the option here. He's going to cut inside, although not going to go anywhere. Taking down 3rd and 10. Renegade defense forcing an early 3rd and long. So 3rd and 10. Corral in shotgun. Marable the back one to his right. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. 3rd and 10 from the Renegade 49. Play clock at 3. Corral looks to throw. Corral with time to the outside. That is caught for, looks like it should be a first down. That's going to be caught for a first down by a 16. Let's see if I can see from the replay. Otherwise, I'll go check who he is. That's Victor. Oh, right. This website still doesn't load. But anyway, here's the handoff to Marable up the middle. Good running, and he gains 12 on the run up the middle. And the Stallions drive going somewhere now after 2 plays that did nothing. Gonna get on the ball and go quickly here after picking up an additional first down. Snap the ball already. Another handoff to Marable up the middle. He's down to the 21. And that will bring up a 2nd and about 6. Yeah, 2nd and 6. This could be the final play of the first quarter. 40 seconds left. Play clock still at 22. So if it's a run play or a completed pass, it could definitely be the final play of the first quarter. From the 21, just outside the red zone, empty backfield for Corral. From the 25, Corral on design run. Corral up the middle. Corral still on his feet, taken down at the 9. And a first down. First and goal for the Stallions. And that will do it here in the first quarter. So 1 quarter of play here in the UFL. The Renegades lead 3-0, but the Stallions threatening with a first and goal from the 9-yard line. Alright, let me see if I can pull up these rosters now, and it'll finally load. Doesn't look like it's working. You know what? Let me do it a different way. Hold on. Here we go. This is much better. UFL's got to fix their website. Nothing will load. While they're at commercial break, if you guys can do me a favor and like that stream, I'd greatly appreciate that. Smash that like button. Go Renegades. They've gotten off to a pretty good start. Defense looking good. Although, the Stallions threatening right here with a first and goal. From the 9-yard line. Alright, they're back from commercial. Renegades lead 3-0 heading to quarter number 2. So far, results in the poll, 67% of you guys have said the Stallions will win. 33% have said the Renegades. Make sure to vote if you guys have not already done so. I would agree with the majority there. I've got the Stallions 25-18. So first and goal from the 9. Corral in shotgun to open up the second quarter. Corral hands off to Marable up the middle, who's going to gain about 2. Not a ton of space to run. Brings up a second and goal. Last season, the Stallions scored a touchdown on 72% of their red zone trips, which was best in the USFL. Second and goal from the 7. Corral again hands off to Marable here, and he is going to get stopped at the 4 here. So 5 yards on 2 plays brings up a third and goal from the 4-yard line. Stallions going to need ideally a touchdown here, not wanting to waste this great opportunity. Third and goal, currently an 8-play, 45-yard drive. Play clock at 3. Empty backfield for Corral. Delay a game. That'll back him up to a third and goal from the 9, where they started this drive. After the delay a game penalty. A Panthers fan is back. Can't wait for the game. Yeah, I remember you. Yeah, that should be a good one. I think that's going to be a really close game between the Panthers and Battlehawks later. Third and goal from the 9. Empty backfield for Corral, who'll look to throw. Corral pressured, spins out of it, rolling to his left. Corral on the run. Corral throwing to the end zone, incomplete. Out of bounds. And that'll bring up fourth and goal. And the Stallions forced to settle for a field goal attempt as their first real scoring chance. It doesn't go anywhere. You know what? That looked like they may have been a quarterback draw. But Corral just had nowhere to go. So fourth and goal, here's a field goal attempt for the Stallions. Chris Blewett was 21 of 25 for field goals last season with the Maulers. First year with the Stallions. And Blewett's kick is good. 3-3 as the Stallions tied up. The Stallions did have to replace their kicker, Brandon Aubrey, who is now with the Dallas Cowboys in the NFL. Actually made the Pro Bowl. So they will have to replace what has been a extremely reliable kicker each of the past 2 seasons. But the game now tied up at 3. So waiting for them to come back from commercial. Game now tied at 3 after the Stallions nail a field goal. I was just about to check something. What was it? I also put a poll out in the community tab of my channel, where you guys can make sure to frequently check for polls, updates, anything like that. And 58% of you guys said the Stallions will win. 42% said the Renegades, which is somewhat similar to what you guys have said so far on this stream. 64-36, also in favor of the Stallions. But Blue has it teed up and is set to kick it away here. Blue's kick is away. And this will be returned from about the 15. On the return, not much space. Going to try to reverse the field, and he's taken down at the 27-yard line. Nice kick coverage there by the Stallions. And Luis Perez and the Stallions offense backed up. Luis Perez, Mr. Spring Football, some people call him, the only player to play in all four spring football leagues, the Spring League, the AAF, the XFL, and the USFL, threw for nearly 300 yards and 3 touchdowns last season in the XFL championship game against the Defenders, and he is back here for the Renegades. He actually started the year against the Renegades in the season opener with the Vipers, ended up getting traded to the Renegades mid-season and won a championship. Here's the give to Brown. He bounces this outside, looks for a cutback lane. Not going to find one, forced to bounds, gaining 2. So here is a 2nd and 7 with 12 minutes to go in the first half. Game tied at 3. Perez in shotgun. I'll get to your comment in a second. Play clock at 1. They get the snap off. Here comes a blitz. Perez sets up the screen to Brown. Brown is going to be forced out of bounds after gaining about 6. Looks like he's going to be just short of the line to gain, but it's going to depend on the spot here. Let's see. No, looks like he may have picked that up. Here's a first down cam. Yeah, I say he gets that, but it's going to depend on exactly where it's spotted. They have marked it a 3rd and 1. So he is just short. And a short yardage 3rd down here for the Renegades. Let's see. He ended up short by 5 inches. They got a chip in the ball that tells you exactly where he's supposed to get. 5 inches short of the line to gain there. So 3rd and 1. A pretty fair game so far. Yeah, definitely. These two really good teams, great defensive teams. I mean, they won the championship in each of their leagues last year, so obviously they're pretty good and it's been good so far. Short yardage 3rd down, 3rd and 1. Perez hands off to Brown. He's got a first down, still on his feet. Brown into the secondary, taken down at the 48-yard line, and a first down for the Renegades. Buddy Brown, 6 carries, 30 yards. 1st and 10 from the 48. 10.5 minutes to go in the first half. Perez, off play action, looks to throw, has time, wanted to go deep. Now he's going to step up and run. He is taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not really known for his running ability, although tried to scramble there. Doesn't end up going anywhere. If he wanted to go deep, he had a man, Javonte Payton, wide open. But didn't. I guess didn't see him. Or opted not to. 2nd and 9. Very even so far in terms of total yards. Both teams at roughly 80. Perez looks to throw. Going to take a shot down the field here. Back shoulder for Vaughns is incomplete. He's looking for a flag. So here is a 3rd and 9. Play clock at 5. Now it's at 1. They just get the snap off. Perez looks to throw. Has time. Now he's going to take a shot. Way down the field. Wide open receiver. And that's our first touchdown of the season. The Renegades, Isaiah Winstead, with a long touchdown. It is now 9-3. A long 3rd down conversion. And the Renegades with the season's first touchdown. Let's see what happens here. That's the 2nd time they've had a guy wide open running past his secondary this drive. Looks like the guy's supposed to have safety help, but the safety just freezes. And doesn't do anything. So here we see our first look at the 1, 2, or 3-point conversions. Renegades opting to go for 2, so the ball will be snapped from the 5-yard line. Lindsey Scott is in at quarterback. Scott under center. Winstead, the guy who just caught the touchdown, in motion. Scott off play action, rolls right. Scott on the run, throwing, caught for a successful 2-point conversion. Winstead there again. And it is 11-3. As the Renegades lead the Stallions. So 11-3 after a 51-yard touchdown pass and a successful 2-point conversion. Both of them caught by Isaiah Winstead. And the Renegades still with the lead this time. They're up by 8. Perez got off to a great start, 7 of 8 for 95 yards and a touchdown. Hold on 1 second. And I'll get to your comment. This just goes to show how much Luis Perez has played in spring football. He has now thrown the first touchdown pass, or just the first touchdown, in the USFL in 2022, the XFL last year, and now the UFL. This guy's been all over the place in spring football. Do I remember you? Your name doesn't look familiar. Um, I'm trying to think. I don't think I remember, but I'm not sure. Hopefully, I don't offend you with that. But I don't think so. All right, so they're back from commercial. The Stallions going to get the football back, now trailing by 8. Stallions have not led yet today, trail 3-0, and now 11-3. Here is a kickoff. They kick off from the 20-yard line. 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. Russolino's kick is away. This will be fielded by Kane. Actually, he's going to let this bounce, and then going to dive on it at the 28. There's some rule that teams can't recover it. Like, if that was recovered by the Renegades, I still think it'd be Stallion football, but I'm not completely sure. Right here, looks like we're going to have a quarterback change for the Stallions. It appears as if Adrian Martinez will be coming onto the field for his first drive. Let's see. Corral and Adrian Martinez were both right there, and I cannot tell who this is. 1st and 10. This looks like Matt Corral. 9:01 to go. Here is to give to Marable. He's going to make a cut. Still on his feet. Marable taking down, gaining 8 on the first down carry. Now, this is not Matt Corral. This is Adrian Martinez, the former Nebraska and Kansas State quarterback, on for his first action in the UFL. Was the backup today to Corral. There's rumors they were going to use a 2-quarterback system, and here it is. Martinez with the handoff up the middle. Here is Pearson for a gain of about 4. Adrian Martinez, a good passer, but a extremely good runner. I remember watching him one time when he was in college at Kansas State run for, I think it was nearly 200 yards in a win over Oklahoma. Speaking of his running ability, here's Martinez up the middle with the first down and more, gaining 14 on his first carry. Adrian Martinez, 2022 at Kansas State, completed 64% of his passes, 126 yards per game, 62.7 rushing yards a game, and 16 total touchdowns. But he didn't even play the entire season as a starter. He ended up getting hurt midway through. So 1st and 10 from the Renegade 46. Martinez, play blown dead. We got a false start. That will back him up 5. To a 1st and 15 with 7:15 to go in the first half. Renegades up 11-3. First and 15, play clock at 2. Martinez off play action, look to throw for the first time today. He's going to roll to his right. Martinez on the run, going to tuck it and run. Martinez still on his feet. He's going to pick up a first down, gaining roughly 15 on the scramble. And Martinez already showing his rushing ability. So he gains about 17 or 18 there. He's got 2 carries for 31 yards. Here is a 1st and 10 with 6.5 minutes to go. Martinez was actually drafted by the Generals, although they're no longer in the league. And he's now with the Stallions. Martinez throwing it down the field that is incomplete. Deion Kane the target. Stallions want a flag. Skip Holt's really unhappy about that one. Or we're screaming at the ref. Let's see here. there's a little tug, but I like that no call. I like that no call. Second and 10 from the 33. Play clock at 1. They got the snap off. Martinez looks to throw. Underneath that is bobbled and dropped by 85. Who's that? 85. That is Marcus Bodge, the tight end. Probably said that wrong. Third and 10 for the Stallions. They're 2 of 3 on third downs, averaging 9.3 yards to go. Third and 10, play clock at 2. Martinez throwing downfield. That is caught by Deion Kane for first down to the 20. Very similar look to what they had before where they wanted a penalty. Ended up being incomplete. This one, same exact idea. And Kane with first down. Martinez with his first completion. He's now 1 of 3 for 12 yards. 4:30 to go. Ball on the 20. The edge of the red zone. Martinez hands off to person up the middle for a yard. Second and 10. Still from the 20th, very edge of the red zone. Current drive, 8 plays, 52 yards. Has taken 5:12 off the clock. Empty backfield for Martinez. Look to throw to the outside. That is incomplete. Wide throw looking for Mari Rogers. Former Clemson receiver. So here is another third and 10. They just converted one before. Martinez looks to throw. Martinez with time. Downfield towards the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. It's going to be a touchback as he's taken down. The Stallions have now turned it over twice. Each quarterback has thrown a pick. This one just not a good throw by Martinez. A pick in the end zone. This is just... He's looking for Greg Jennings, number 5, and this is just a horrible throw. Really high. Jennings able to get a fingertip on it, but unable to haul it in. The Renegades take over. Not exactly sure where touchbacks come out. Let's see. All touchbacks on kickoffs or punts will be placed at the 25. Doesn't really say anything about interceptions. I would guess the 25 based off the other rules, but who really knows? We'll find out in a minute. That was definitely not a great first drive for Adrian Martinez as a Birmingham Stallion quarterback. And just a one completion in 5 attempts through a not great interception as well. Hi, how's it going? How are you? So the Renegades with the football, 3:07 to go in the first half. They're up 11-3. So far, results in the poll: 57% of you guys have said the Stallions will win. 33%, sorry, 43% have said the Renegades. Be sure to vote if you guys have not already done so. So 1st and 10 for the Renegades. Ball is on the 25. 3:07 to go in the first half. Renegades with 2 timeouts remaining. Stallions with 3. Perez off play action. Look to throw. Set up the screen here. And pick up of about 9 to the tight end Green before he's taken down. Brings up a 2nd and 1. Running back Devon Smith in the game for the first time in a couple drives. I feel like I haven't seen him in a while. He's back in here. Here is a 2nd and 1 with 2:40 to go. Perez in shotgun will hand off to Devon Smith, and Smith taken down, gaining only 2, but he is able to pick up the first down. Dondra Tillman with the tackle. Now, I don't know if there's a 2-minute warning here. I think there is, but I'm not sure. Yeah, there is. So 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Stallions lead. I'm sorry, Renegades lead 11-3. Over the Stallions. And they've got the football 1st and 10. Go Stallions? Okay. I think they'll end up winning it. But they haven't looked great so far. Offense has turned it over twice. And they missed a good red zone opportunity, only settling for a field goal. I would also be rooting for the Stallions, but for me it's weird because I was a Generals fan in the USFL the last couple seasons. But obviously they're no longer in the league. So until then, if they eventually come back, I sure hope they do. They need to I'm rooting for the Stallions, but hopefully they bring the Generals back, but I'm a Stallions supporter. Not I wouldn't consider myself a fan. I mean, I guess I am, but I'm rooting for the Stallions this season, definitely. So 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Oh, sorry, the first half. And 11-3 Arlington lead. And Perez in the offense with the football. It's been a close game so far. Each team very similar in yardage, plays run. Pretty similar. I'll also go over the stats more in depth at halftime in a couple minutes, but pretty even first half so far. Unless the one team does something that drastically changes that here. Completion to tight end Sal Canelo for a gain of 8 on first down. 2nd and 2. Renegades moving with some pace here with minute 42 to go. Perez looks to throw. Perez rolling right. Perez on the run, directing traffic, throwing downfield, and that is incomplete. Looking for Tyra Vaughn's just too high. And incomplete. JoJo Tillery in on the coverage. That stops the clock with a minute 34 to go in this first half. Stallions with 3 timeouts remaining, Renegades with 2. Third and 2 from their own 45. Empty backfield for Perez. Here a look to throw. Perez, that is incomplete. Nice pass break up there. That is the all USFL corner from a year ago, Mark Gilbert. With a nice pass breakup. Number 3, that is, I believe, Javonta Payton. With the coverage. Hey, was that Mark Gilbert? I feel like he's not 22. It might have been. I'm not sure. I'll check in a second. But here's the first punt of the day. Marquette King on the punt. And this will be fielded from the 6-yard line by Amari Rogers. And he has taken the ball up to the 16, 10-yard return for the former Clemson Tiger. And the Stallions will take over with about a minute 20 to go. That was Lorenzo Burns on the pass deflection, not Mark Gilbert, so I was mistaken there. Before the half, let's see who's in at quarterback. It doesn't appear to be Corral. He's still behind Skip Holtz on the sideline. Adrian Martinez is going to go back onto the field as the quarterback. Did not look very good on the previous drive. And we now have a timeout spent by the Renegades. That's their second. Leaving them with 1 remaining before the Stallions even run a play here. Probably weren't lined up correctly. Couldn't count the amount of guys they had on the field. But that could be it. Maybe they had too many or not enough. But the Stallions with the football on their own 15-yard line with a minute 20 to go and all 3 timeouts. So plenty of time to put a drive together, especially with the 3 timeouts. They just need to get the ball moving a little bit. Actually, it's the 17-yard line where they have the ball. Empty backfield for Martinez. He'll look to throw. Martinez with time. Stands in the pocket. Now he's going to step up and run. He's got to get sacked. Adrian Martinez taken down for a loss of a yard. A minute 10 left. Vic Beasley. I believe he was a former NFL Defensive Player of the Year. With the sack. Here's Martinez. He finds Marlon Williams for a nice pickup. 51 seconds left. Clock stops temporarily on first down. after first down till the ball is spotted. 50 seconds left. Again, empty backfield for Martinez. It's a quarterback draw. Martinez up the middle. He's got plenty of space. Martinez to midfield. Timeout. Timeout. Martinez slow to get up here. Looks like he's pointing to his right knee. Or right what? Oh, could be his right ankle. Kind of got caught under a defender. Gets helped off the field. Hopefully he's okay. Martinez has a lengthy injury history. Missed 12 games in 2017 due to a shoulder injury. A game in 2018 due to a knee injury. 2 in 2019. Lengthy injury history. Matt Corral back onto the field at quarterback following the injury. Hopefully Martinez is okay. Looks like a right ankle injury for him. First and 10 from their own 49. 40 seconds left. The injury forced the Stallions to use a timeout. Corral looks to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Corral is going to tuck it and run. Corral is going to slide after gaining 8. 30 seconds left. Clock running. Second and 2. Now we got a timeout called by the Stallions. Their second. I agree with that timeout. Just because I think too much time was running off the clock. But I think it's a good decision to use it. That leaves each team with 1 timeout remaining. They put 2 seconds back on the clock to 25 seconds. And here is a 2nd and 1 for the Stallions. Timeouts, first downs temporarily stop the clock. Second and 1 from the 25. Chris Blewett has a big leg, so only a few more yards, like 5 to get in field goal range. And now we have a timeout called defensively by the Renegades. That's their 3rd and final timeout. Stopping the clock with 25 seconds, or actually the clock was never running, but still 25 seconds to go. Really don't understand the point of that timeout, but apparently Bob Soups understands it. So here is a 2nd and 1 still. Each team is now traded spending timeouts. 2nd and 1, 25 seconds left from the 42 of the Renegades. Corral looks to throw. Corral with time, steps up in the pocket, rolls to his left, throws on the run that is high and incomplete. 3rd and 1. Corral just 3 of 8. Martinez over on the sideline with his helmet on. Appears to be okay. That's a good thing. Third and 1, 20 seconds to go. Empty backfield for Corral. Play clock at 2. Look to throw. Corral starts scrambling around. Off his back foot. Throws downfield. That is deflected, incomplete. Two receivers in the same area. That'll bring up a 4th and 1. Jace Sternberger, one of the two players for the Stallions, where the ball was thrown. If you look in this play, Corral panics way too early. He's got a clean pocket. After his first read, he decides he's going to roll out and chuck one downfield. 4th and 1, Stallions going to keep the offense out there to go for it. 13 seconds left. If you don't get it, you do put the Renegades in a spot to throw a Hail Mary. Play clock at 1. They get the snap off. They're going to hand off, and they got a first down. Ricky Pearson. And now we have the third and final timeout called by the Stallions. Stopping the clock with 9 seconds to go. Now both teams out of timeouts. Nine seconds left. Stallions still not quite in field goal range. Although I wouldn't be shocked if there's like 2 seconds left to see them run out Chris Blewett for a field goal. Nine seconds left in the first half. Each team out of timeouts. Ball on the 39. Corral looks to throw. Pump fakes, now throws downfield towards the end zone. That is called for a Stallions touchdown. Deon Cain with a touchdown with 3 seconds left in the first half. And the Stallions with a touchdown right before halftime. What a throw, what a catch for Matt Corral and Deon Cain. A 39-yard touchdown down the sideline. That's a really nice throw. Perfectly thrown ball. You can't place that any better. And a nice catch from Deon Cain as well. They will be going for 2 to try to tie this game up at 11. Corral in shotgun. Ball on the 5 for a 2-point conversion. Corral looks to throw. Corral on a swing pass to the flat. Diving towards the end zone. That is good. Hits the pylon with the football. And the game tied up at 11. Right before halftime. That's honestly huge for the Stallions to get those points. Tie this game up. The offense wasn't looking great, but this was a much needed touchdown drive. Yeah, that's a successful conversion. The ball breaks the plane before he loses possession. 2-point conversion is good. And the Stallions have tied the game up at 11. Renegades will get the ball back with 3 seconds left, no timeouts. Don't really think they'll do anything. That they keep looking at this, but this is to me this is a clear conversion successful. And yeah, they're gonna keep the call. So the game tied at 11. if you're the Stallions right here, what you can't have is a long kickoff return. Well, I mean, you actually you can as long as you don't allow a touchdown because even if they have a long return, they're not going to have time to either throw a Hail Mary or attempt a field goal because there's only 3 seconds. So you're just going to make sure to tackle on this kickoff return. It's a little squib kick that will be fielded at the 25. On the return, they do a good job of tackling him at the 37, and that brings us to halftime. So here in the UFL season opener, the game is tied at 11 at the half. The Stallions will get the kickoff to begin the second half. And I'm going to go take a quick break as I do at halftime of every game I stream. And I'll be back in a couple minutes. All right, I'm back. Thank you guys for staying with me as I took a quick break. But the Stallions and the Renegades are tied at 11 at halftime here in this UFL season opener. Both teams started off slow and the defenses were playing well. Now the offenses have started to pick up a little bit. Game tied at 11 at halftime in the opener, champion versus champion. As far as my updated score prediction goes, I originally said, let me check. I believe I said 25-18. But let me check just to be sure. I said, yeah, 25-18. It's currently tied at 11. So let's say like 25-19. I think it'll be very similar to what I said before. Let me know your updated score prediction in the comments, but I think it's going to be very similar to what I had said. 27-18, 27-19. Sorry, 25-18, 25-19. Very similar in that range. But my official updated score prediction, let's go with the... I'm going to stick with the Stallions. They've picked it up later in the half, and I expect them to continue playing well. I think both teams will play well. But let's say Stallions 25 to Renegades. Let's say 25-23, Stallions over Renegades. It has been a close game so far. I think it will continue. As far as first half stats go, let's begin with player stats. For the Stallions, passing Matt Corral is 4 of 10 for 83 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Adrian Martinez is 2 of 6 for 26 yards, no touchdowns, and a pick. Rushing, Adrian Martinez, 3 carries, 52 yards. CJ Marable, 6 carries, 25 yards. Matt Corral, 3 for 21. And Ricky Person is 4 for 15. Then receiving for the Stallions, Deion Kane, 2 catches, 52 yards, and a touchdown, including a 39-yard touchdown catch. Jay Sternberger, 2 catches, 32 yards, has not seen a target since that first drive. Then Marwin Williams, 1 catch, 13 yards, and Benjamin Victor, 1 for 12. Amari Rogers, Greg Jennings, and Marcus Bodge have all been targeted once, but have not come away with a catch. For the Renegades, Luis Perez is 9 of 12 passing for 111 yards and a touchdown. He's been really good so far. Letty Brown, 6 carries, 30 yards. Devon Smith, 6 carries, 13 yards. Luis Perez, 1 carry for 1 yard. And receiving for Arlington, Isaiah Winstead, 1 catch, 51 yards, and a touchdown. Deontay Burnett, 4 catches, 34 yards on 4 targets. Tyler Vaughn's 1 for 7. Sal Cannella, 1 for 7. Letty Brown, 1 for 6. And, I actually missed this guy. Seth Green, their tight end, 1 for 9. As far as team stats go, time of possession, the Stallions barely lead in that category, 53 to 1407. Total plays also very close, 33 for the Stallions, 26 for the Renegades. The Stallions have outgained the Renegades 221 to 149. Yards per play, Stallions lead by a yard, 6.7 to 5.7. Neither team has scored a red zone touchdown. Both of them have been at least 35-yard touchdown passes. Passing, very close, 105 for the Renegades, 108 for the Stallions. Both teams with a passing touchdown. Rushing is a difference. The Stallions outrushing the Renegades 113 to 44, averaging significantly more yards per attempt, 7.1 to 3.4. And then the final thing, turnovers. 2 turnovers for the Stallions, 1 for the Renegades. But the second half should begin shortly. Been a pretty even first half. Let me know your guys' updated score prediction. In chat. I'm going 28-22. But overall in the first half, the Stallions started off really slow. But both teams' offenses picked up. Luis Perez also looked really good. And also, it's going to be interesting to watch the injuries for the Stallions at the quarterback position, with Adrian Martinez looking to hurt his ankle. Late in the first half. But we will have to see if he's able to go in the second half. He also didn't look very good when he played. But we'll have to see if he's available to go here in the second half. So the Stallions are going to get the football back here to start the third quarter. Game tied at 11. By the way, I did see Adrian Martinez walking around on the sideline with his helmet on, so he appears like he's okay. Whether that means he's available to play could be a different story, but we'll have to see. Hopefully he is okay, by the way. This kickoff returned by Deon Kane from the 13. Kane on the return up the middle of the field, taken down at the 32. And Matt Corral will come back onto the field for the Stallions at quarterback, at least to start this third quarter. He finished off the second quarter with a beautiful touchdown pass to Deon Kane down the sideline. So Corral and the Stallions offense take over at their own 31-yard line. Corral, quick throw over the middle that is knocked away and incomplete. Looking for Amari Rogers. Find a little RPO. Hit knocks it free, though. The Stallions offense, outside of running the ball, really hasn't been all that great. They've not really been that effective passing. And the only reason their rushing numbers are decent is because their quarterbacks have been very good running the ball. But 2nd and 10 from the 31. Corral, empty backfield, play clock at 4. Got the snap off. Corral with time. Throws downfield. That is caught by Rodgers for a first down gain of 13. And the Stallions move the chains. Nice throw and catch there from Corral to Rodgers. That's a really nice throw, actually. So 1st and 10 from the 44. Here is Marable with his first carry of the second half, and he's taken down at the line of scrimmage by Donald Payne, a tackling machine. So here is a 2nd and 10 for the Stallions. From the 44, empty backfield for Corral once again, who looked to throw. Get it out quickly. That is deflected at the line and incomplete. Looking for Kevin Austin. He's a former Notre Dame receiver. So here is a 3rd and 10 for the Stallions. 12:50 to go in the third quarter. Game tied at 11. From their own 44, first down at the Renegades 46. Corral looks to throw. Corral pump fakes multiple times. Now he's going to roll to his right. Corral on the run, looking downfield. Escapes a sack attempt. Corral now going to tuck it and run. He's going to end up well short of the line to gain, gaining only 4 yards up to the 48. And that'll bring up a 4th down. Donald Payne in on the tackle once again. Just couldn't really find anywhere to go with the football for Corral. And the Stallions forced to punt it away. So their punter, I believe that is Kobe Wadman. For the punt, fair catch called at the... No, it's going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Come out to the 25. He called for a fair catch, but obviously let it go way over his head and a touchback. So the Renegades offense will take over at their own 25-yard line. Game remains tied at 11 after the Renegades defense was a good start on in the second half. Give me 1 second. But Luis Perez and the Renegade offense can come back onto the field once they return from commercial. Luis Perez has played it really well so far. Let's see if that continues here as he's his first action here in the second half. Game tied at 11 with 11 minutes and 42 seconds left in the third quarter. First and 10 from the 25. Perez in shotgun. Look to throw, pressured, throws quickly, that is caught, no, incomplete. Dropped by Vaughn's, broken up. Lorenzo Burns with his second pass breakup of the day. Brings up a second and 10. So here is a second and 10 from the 25. Perez, empty backfield. He will look to throw. Perez with time. Steps up in the pocket. Perez is going to scramble and he's taken down at the 31. That brings up a third and 5. So 10:45 to go in the third quarter. Perez in shotgun. Devon Smith lined up to his right. Third and 5 from the 30. Smith exits the backfield. Perez looks to throw. Stallions bring a blitz. Perez gets it out quickly for a first down. Oh, that's going to be close. I think he's got it. Deontay Burnett with the catch. That should have enough. He's awfully close, though. It is really, really close. They are going to give him a first down. Burnett now 5 catches on 5 targets. Has been a frequent target for quarterback Luis Perez. So here is a first and 10 from the 35. Perez looks to throw again. He's going to step up in the pocket and get taken down for a sack. Perez wrapped up back at the 35. Sorry, at the 30 for a 5-yard loss. Just a 4-man rush for the Stallions, but the left guard gets beat significantly, causes the pocket to collapse, and the rest of the pass rush to get home. Brings up a second and 15 after the sack. So Perez in shotgun. Smith exits the backfield. Perez throws a swing pass out to Devon Smith. Smith in space is taken down at the line of scrimmage. Oh, now we do have a flag on the play. Robinson comes up to make a nice tackle in space. But we have a flag down. Let's see what this is going to be. It was a second and 15. If this is against Arlington, the Stallions are going to decline it. It is an offensive penalty. It's a personal foul, so it's 15 yards. Let's see what we have here. I don't have the volume on, so I don't know what he said. Oh, maybe chop block? Not really sure. But the Stallions actually accept the penalty, back them up 5. 15 to a 2nd and 30 from the 15-yard line. Perez throws a screen out to Tyler Vaughns, and Vaughns is taken down after getting only 3. 3rd and 27. Third and 27 from their own 17-yard line. Perez in shotgun. Look to throw. Perez rolls to his right. Perez on the run. Perez looking, directing traffic. He's going to throw incomplete. Javonte Payton, the target, doesn't even catch it. Would have been well short of the line to gain anyway. By well short, I mean like 20 yards. So that brings up a 4th and 27. And the Stallions will get the football back as a result of a punt. So 4th and 27. Marquette King on to punt for the 2nd time today. Gets it away cleanly. And Amari Rogers will field this from the 20. No one within 20 yards of him when he fields this. And Rogers with a good return up to the 40. 20-yard punt return for Amari Rogers. And the Stallions will take over with the game tied at 11 and exactly 7 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Looks like it's going to be Matt Corral who comes back onto the field. He's played somewhat well, but I wouldn't be shocked to see Adrian Martinez get another opportunity. So far, result in the poll, 61% of you guys have said the Stallions will win. 39% have said the Renegades. Be sure to vote if you guys have not already done so. Alright, they're back from commercial break. The Stallions with football on their own 40-yard line. Matt Corral comes back in at quarterback. First and 10 from the 40. Corral hands off to Marable, stays on his feet. Marable makes another cut. He's got a first down and more. Gain 14 on the first down run. Looks like he was going to get taken down after gaining only maybe 2 yards, but he does a really nice job keeping his balance and staying on his feet. First and 10, again for the Stallions. Ball on the Renegade 47. Here is the handoff to Marable. This time he's chopped down for a short gain. Only a yard. And it is now 2nd and 9 with 6:15 to go in the third quarter. Game still tied at 11. So 2nd and 10. Corral against the blitz, gets it out quickly to Person. Down the sideline, Ricky Person goes. Still on his feet, forced out of bounds at the 23. Flag is down on the play. That's a nice play call against the blitz, getting it out really quickly on the screen to Ricky Person. They're going to add 15 more onto that. We got a roughing the passer. Markel Lee, the guy the penalty called against, to make that a huge play. They just keep showing the play, not the penalty. Oh, here we go. Ooh, helmet to helmet hit. That's one of those roughing the passers. It's actually roughing the passer. So after the big catch and run, plus the penalty, the Stallions are set up 1st and goal, and ideally would like to punch it in here. Matt Corral hasn't been under much pressure. 14 dropbacks, and no sacks, been knocked down just twice. The ball on the 4-yard line, following big play in the penalty. Corral in shotgun, he'll hand off to Marable. Marable up the middle, he is taken down at the 1. Neither team has actually scored a red zone touchdown. Stallions 0 for 1 in the red, actually 0 for 2 in the red zone. Renegades 0 for 1. And now we have a timeout called by the Renegades. I really do not understand them using their timeouts when they do. I mean, they've used 2 at the end of the first half. Just before a play like this, now another one. I mean, I understand you want to avoid a touchdown. I think it's a lot more valuable, especially now with still 5 minutes left to go in just the third quarter. It's a lot more valuable and a lot more worth it to save your timeouts. So really not understanding this timeout management from Bob Stoops. Just hit the like button. Have a great stream. Thank you. I appreciate that. They go with the T formation here. That's been the Stallions' iconic formation over the past 2 seasons. Well, they've needed short yardage situation. Here is Ricky Person to the outside. And Person in for a Stallions touchdown. The Stallions now lead this one 17-11 after the handoff to Ricky Person running left. The good thing about that formation is there's 3 ways they can go with the ball. they can hand it off up the middle to the left or the right to any of the players lined up in the T part. It is what it's been a reliable play for the Stallions, and again they will line up to go for two from the 5-yard line. So a 2-point attempt. Their first one was successful, 1 for 1 on the day. Corral in shotgun. Marable exits the backfield. Corral with time rolls to his right. Corral on the run. Corral throwing towards the end zone, caught for a successful 2-point conversion. Greg Jennings with the catch there, and it is now 19-11. The Stallions lead the Renegades. They've been looking a lot better after their slow start. But some big plays from Ricky Person on that drive. Got a rushing touchdown and also had a huge catch and run. To get him into the red zone. This is not updated yet for how long that was. I think they may have given it to Marable instead. Looking at this box score, it was supposed to be Ricky Person. Oh, sorry, I think I said Greg Jennings. It's Gary Jennings. Or am I? Hold on. Yeah, it's Gary Jennings. My bad. But waiting for them to come back from commercial. That was a 43-yard catch and run for Ricky Person. Currently 19-11. Stallions lead. Hey, hold on, this froze. All right, here we go. The kickoff is away, and it is going to be fielded at the 5 on the return. I actually don't know who this is returning, but he's getting taken down to the 34. And now we've actually got a flag down on the return. Let's see who this is. We got a personal foul on the return. Unnecessary roughness. Could be a helmet-to-helmet hit. It's on 57 of the Stallions, and when you add those 15 yards on, the Renegades are now starting at midfield. roughly. It was actually not on a helmet-to-helmet hit. It was just unnecessary stuff after the play. So from their own 49, excellent field position, Perez hands off to Devon Smith, and Smith is going to run for about 4 on first down. So here is a 2nd and 6 from the Stallion 47. Perez looks to throw. Perez pump fakes. That is caught by Smith out of the backfield, and he's going to pick up about 8 yards. And now again, we got some pushing and shoving going on after the play. No flags come out of the pocket here. So here is a 1st and 10 from the 38. Perez off play action looks to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field towards the end zone, broken up, incomplete. Tyler Vaughn's the intended target. Second time the Renegades have taken a shot down the field. This one covered much better. And Stallions able to tip it and force incompletion. Brings up a 2nd and 10. Second and 10 from the 38. Perez in shotgun, low snap. Looks to throw. Perez, as he's falling to the ground, lets one go, and that's caught for a gain of about 15. To Javonta Payton, really nice throw and catch. Really good job from Perez. The Stallions got pressure almost instantly there. He steps up in the pocket, and then as he's getting dragged down, lets that one go for a nice 15-yard pickup. That's a really nice throw. An overall play from Luis Perez. First and 10, 2:30 to go in the third quarter. Perez has been pressured, 5 knockdowns, 2 sacks on 19 dropbacks. Here is the toss play to, I think that's Woody Brown for a gain of 2. Yeah, it is. Woody Brown. Took up 2. So 2nd and 8 for the Renegades. Ball on the Stallions 20, very edge of the red zone. Lindsey Scott in a quarterback, just realized that. He's going to hand off to Brown, who's going to get taken down, losing 2. Nice play by the Stallions defensively. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 10. I'm definitely not shocked to see the Renegades have some kind of package for Lindsey Scott. Perez back in at quarterback here for 3rd and 10. From the 22-yard line. Play clock at 1. Wow, that was a fast flag. Oh, never mind. False start. I was thinking that was a fast flag for delay game, but false start instead. It's our tight end number 80, Sal Canella. So 3rd and 15. 35 seconds to go in the third quarter. Perez looks to throw, steps up in the pocket, throws downfield. That is a low throw and incomplete. Lorenzo Burns in on coverage again. He's played a nice game. 4th and 15. And looks like we're going to get a field goal attempt from the Renegades. This will cut it to a 5-point game. Here is Russolino from 45 yards away and the right hash. Russolino's kick is just barely good. The wind must have gotten a hold of that one. That went left, right, left, and eventually just barely snuck through the right upright. Offsides on the field goal attempt for the Stallions. Penalties declined. And the field goal is good. So waiting for them to come back from commercial. Stallions going to get the football on the kickoff, leading 19-14. So far, results on the poll: 65% of you guys have said the Stallions will win. 35% have said the Renegades. Be sure to vote if you guys have not already done so. All right, they're back from commercial. Russolino now 2 of 2 on field goals. He's back on the field to pick this one off. And this will be fielded at the 11 by Deon Cain. Cain on the return. Cain to the outside. Deon Cain gets the edge. He's forced it bounds at midfield. Nice return there for Deon Cain. One of the better kick returners in the UFL with a big return there. And Matt Corral and the Stallions offense back onto the field. Corral, not the greatest completion percentage, but overall has played a pretty solid game. Made some nice throws when he needed to. He started 2 of 5 for 33 yards and a pick. Since then, he's settled in 4 for 9, 91 yards, and a touchdown. Here he gets excellent field position at the 50. Also, got to change this to fourth quarter. Give me a second. 14:53 to go in the fourth. Corral hands off up the middle to Marable for a gain of 3. Let me do this before I forget. I didn't even realize it switched to the fourth quarter. So that brings up a 2nd and 7. From the 47-yard line, Corral will again hand off to Marable. And Marable, another minimal pickup of about 2. So 3rd and 5. Stallions 3 of 6 on 3rd down, averaging 8.4 yards to go. Here's a 3rd and 5 from the Renegades 45. Corral looks to throw. Corral to the outside. That is caught by, don't know who 16 is. That is Victor. Benjamin Victor. A really nice throw and catch from Corral to Victor. And they move the chains on 3rd down. That's a really nice throw. 1st and 10 from the 20. Corral. Person in the flat. Person makes another one-man miss. Almost made another. And he's going to get taken down after pickup of 4. Maybe 5. They're going to give him 5 on the play. So 2nd and 5, 12:50 to go in the fourth quarter. Stallions up 19-14. Second and 5 from the 15. Corral in shotgun. Will hand off. And he's going nowhere. Taken down at the line of scrimmage. Ricky Person with nowhere to go. Injured Stallion player on the field. That's number 90. Defensive line. Hopefully he's okay. And they go to commercial break. But the Stallions lead at 19-14 with a little over 12 minutes to go in the UFL season opener. So hopefully he is okay. That is Jalen Redmond, defensive tackle from Oklahoma, who was the injured player. So waiting for them to come back from commercial. Actually, they just got back right as I said that. Ball on the 15. Third and 5 for the Stallions. Up by 5. 19-14 with 12 minutes to go. Corral in shotgun. Will look to throw. Corral into the flat for Person. Person is going to lower the shoulder and get a first down. He did step out of bounds at the 7. But Ricky Person has played a pretty good game. Yeah, he did step out. It's a good call by the official, but he's easily got a first down as he lowers the shoulder. And he's got 3 catches for 41 yards, as well as a rushing touchdown. It's actually a midseason addition to the team last offseason. Here's Marable up the middle for a Stallions touchdown. CJ Marable with his first touchdown of the season, and the Stallions extend their lead. It is now 25-14. Oh, not 125. That would be a lot. CJ Marable, right up the middle. Great blocking by the offensive line. And here the Stallions will be going for, let's see, what are they going for? They'll be going for 2. Try to make this a 13-point game with 11:25 left. Corral in shotgun. And now we have delay a game. That's going to back him up 5 to the 10-yard line. Now, I'm not sure if you can switch your, if you're going to go for 2 or 3, or I'm not sure if you can switch that between penalties and stuff like that. But it is still going to be a 2-point conversion, now snapping the ball from the 10-yard line, or what would usually be a 3-point conversion attempt. But in this case, penalties are big, so 2 points from the 10. Corral looks to throw to the end zone. Open receiver Amari Rogers. And the conversion is incomplete. Apparently didn't get a foot down. No, incomplete. I thought he got that. Let's see here. Rogers, 1 foot. Oh, I think that's good. Hold on. 1. I think that's good. 1, 2. I'm pretty sure that's a conversion. To me, that's good. Wonder if they can review that. I think that's good. And it should be 27. I don't know if they can review that. I mean, they should be able to. Why not? But to me, that is good. But Stallions lead at 25-14. It could be 27. I think it should be because I'm pretty sure that was Alright, thanks for that. I don't know how long it's been like that, unless it just started. Somehow my mic turned off. Interesting. Is it better now? Let's see. Yeah, it appears to be better. Thanks for telling me. So here is a second and 9. Corral, quick throw to the outside, wide throw, looking for the tight end Sternberger. Good now. Alright, thanks for telling me. I had no idea. For some reason, my mic just randomly turned off. Let me see how long it's been like that. Turning on and off. Not sure. I just charged it before. Don't know if this is working or not. I switched to my webcam mic, which is going to sound terrible, because my usual mic won't even stay on. So sorry this is going to sound really bad. But my mic decides it's not going to stay on. It's not dead. I just charged it before. Next commercial, let me see if it's... Actually, they're reviewing to see if it's a first down right now. Hold on. Yeah, somehow my mic died. I have no idea. It was just full before. It's supposed to have like a 6-hour charge. Interesting. But they're reviewing this. It looks like they've got a first down. And I can't use this when it's charging. I have no idea. This is so strange. Let me see how bad this sounds. Probably awful. Yeah, this sounds so bad. It picks up literally everything. But I have no idea why my mic died. doesn't sound bad. It sounds a lot worse than it usually does, that's for sure. Here is Amari Rogers on the end around. Rogers gets the edge and is going to pick up 7. So here is a 2nd and 2. Four minutes left in the game. Stallions up by 13. From the 41, Corral hands off to Ricky Person up the middle. He's got a first down, gaining about 6. So here's a first and 10 with 3:25 to go. Stallions lead 27-14. Corral hands off to Marable, who's had a lot of space on that run, just taken down. And it's a good thing they were able to stop him there for the Renegades, because he could still be running if he stayed upright. Renegades not using any timeouts at all. Interesting. They've got 2 left, opting not to use them. I mean, they're going to need the ball back at some point, down by 13. Unless they've just accepted the fact they've already lost. Flag comes into the snap here. Marable runs for no gain. It's an illegal shift on the Stallions. Jace Sternberger, their tight end, called for the penalty. Backs him up. 2:26 to go, 2nd and 10. The Battlehawks and Panthers has also started. I will not be staying on to stream that game, but I will watch it. That game's kicked off, or will in a second. 2nd and 10. Corral looks to throw. Corral to the flat. There's Marable, and he's going to break a tackle, still on his feet. Marable tight-roping the sideline, close to a first down. It's going to be 3rd and short. 3rd and 2. Nice catch and run there for Marable. An excellent balance and body control to stay in bounds. Matt Corral has now crossed 200 yards passing. He is 12 of 21 for 201, a touchdown and a pick. And we also reached the 2-minute warning here. So 2 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Stallions up 27-14. They've scored at least 27 points in the season opener of every single game since the UFL returned in 2022. They scored 28 in the opener in 2022, 27 last year, and 27 this game as well. Attendance for today's game at the stadium, 14,153. That is more than the the Renegades had all of last year for a home game. Their highest last year is 12,821. This one over that mark by about 1,300. Sorry about that loud bang. My dog decided she was just going to drop her bone and make a giant bang above me. But 2 minutes to go here. Stallions up by 13, 27-14. And are on their way to winning the UFL season opener. Oh, actually, that wasn't the 2-minute warning. 2:03 to go, as the Renegades spent a timeout. So that's not the 2-minute warning. They are on their way to victory, though. So one more play, and then the 2-minute warning. Hopefully they don't go to another commercial for that. 3rd and 2. Renegades need a stop to have a chance. They're not going to get it, as Person's got a first down. Forward progress should give them enough. That now brings us to the 2-minute warning, 1:56 to go, and they're going to go to commercial again. Okay. But, Panthers and Battlehawks has also kicked off. Again, I'm not staying on to stream that game, but just so you know, they have kicked off. And that is all that has happened. EJ Perry almost just threw a pick 6 on the first play. But, so the Stallions with the football on the Renegade 42, 1st and 10, 1:56 left. If you guys are wondering and this stream does not sound good, it is because I'm using my webcam microphone because my mic died, even though I was almost positive I had plugged it in to charge right before I started streaming. So that's why it sounds bad, or worse than it usually does, even though it may not sound terrible. But 1st and 10 here, 1:56 to go. Stallions football. Renegades with the timeout left. Stallions with all 3 left. Corral tosses to Ricky Person running left. Person is going to break a tackle, still on his feet, stay inbounds, and gain about a yard, maybe 2. Smart play to stay inbounds there. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Renegades. Stopping the clock with 1:45 to go for a 2nd and 8. Three more games here in week 1. We got the Battlehawks and Panthers that has already started. The Defenders and Brahmas tomorrow, as well as the Showboats and Roughnecks tomorrow. This will be the only game I'm streaming this week, although I'm going to try to stream once a week. For the UFL, so be sure to subscribe and turn notifications so you don't miss any upcoming streams or upcoming videos. Got a lot of content on the way with the UFL. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it, if you guys have not already done so. Here is a 2nd and 8. A minute 48 to go for the Stallions. Up by 13, 27-14. Play clock at 4. Corral hands off to Marable up the middle, and he will pick up 2. Brings up a 3rd and 6. They'll give him 3rd and 5. Current drive for the Stallions, 13 plays, 58 yards. It's taking 7.5 minutes off the clock. Here is another handoff to Marable, who'll pick up 2. A minute left. That brings up 4th and 3. So 4th and 3, the Stallions will attempt a field goal. They call a timeout with 27 seconds left to stop the clock. Their first timeout. Also the play clock at 0 there. But their first timeout of the second half. So here is Chris Blewett for a field goal attempt with 27 seconds left. 4th and 3. Blewett from 53. His kick on the way and no good off the upright. He doinked it. And the score is going to stay 27-14. I mean, that really doesn't matter with the score as it is. 2-score game with 20 seconds left. But off the upright. And no good. So Renegade football, 1st and 10, 23 seconds left from their own 43. Perez, underneath, caught by Devon Smith. He's got some space after the catch, and he'll get it inside Stallion territory to the 42. Clock temporarily stops with 16 seconds left for the first down until the ball is spotted. Perez to throw once again over the middle. That is dropped by Canella. Brings up a 2nd and 10 with 9 seconds left. So 2nd and 10, 9 seconds left. Perez looks to throw, sets up the screen to Sal Canella, and Canella's got a first down and more to the 24-yard line with 2 seconds left. Last play of the game, Perez underneath to Canella. I don't even think they got this play off in time. But that is at the final score, 27-14. The Stallions beat the Renegades in the UFL season opener. They start off the season at 1-0, win the champion versus champion battle to begin the season. Matt Corral, in his Stallions debut, 12 of 21 for 201 and touchdown. Something to note, we did not see Adrian Martinez in the second half, whether that was by choice for the Stallions or that was because of his injury, I don't know. But Stallions use a big second half to beat the Renegades. They improved to 1-0 on the season. Battlehawks and Panthers is already kicked off. I will not be streaming that game. I'm going to end my stream here. Little update on that game, though. 10.5 minutes left, no score. But that's going to do it for this stream. Sorry it sounds bad now because I'm using my webcam mic because my actual microphone right here, it died for some reason, even though I charged it before. It's charging now, and hopefully that won't happen in the future. But thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like this stream, subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss any other upcoming streams or upcoming videos. I do my best to post as often as possible. I'm got a lot of UFL content on the way, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that or any future streams. I'm going to try to stream once a week and a game like this for the UFL. But thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, turn on notifications. I do my best to post as often as possible, and I will see you in the next video.